Well, I think it's an exciting moment for one to be alive and witness. Historically speaking, the Interlacustrine region has been reassembled, just like what the president mentioned the other day. Before the colonial interest, the imperial interest came in to subdivide us, we have now been reassembled. The other interesting thing to think about is that now, just like the equator, you're going to have a country, you're going to have a federation, a community that runs astride the equator, touching the two oceans, Atlantic Ocean and Indian Ocean. Believe you me, Charles, if the Portuguese was here, traveler was here, the Vasco da Gama was alive, today he would be the most excited human being. It's going to be so easy to do business even for the whole world. Let me tell you this. The first BRIC summit that was held on the African continent was held in Durban. And that was 2011. And I was privileged to have been present. And I attended the first bilateral on the African continent between Uganda and China, between President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and Xi Jinping. And our visionary leader, President Museveni, when he was asked to speak, what did he ask the President of China? He said, a rail line from Mombasa to Kisangani. And what does that one mean? Because from Kisangani, you have motorable River Congo, which is from Kisangani to the coast. Meaning that now you're going to have East Africa extending from Indian Ocean to Atlantic Ocean. You're going to have a country that has 75% of the surface water, fresh water. You're going to have a country that has 300 million people. You're going to have a country that has the most mineral resources. You can even talk of flora and fauna. You can even talk of most arable land on the African continent. And if you say that, it is even in the whole world. You're going to have a country that is 4.8 million square miles of the land mass. That is half the size of United States of America. It is bigger than India, and the population is equal to the United States of America. If we now handle and just the few minute things that destabilize us, like insecurity, it is the best moment to be alive. So I welcome the DRC. I have worked in my foreign service life in the DRC. I know we speak the same language. I can tell you it's going to be Swahili from Mombasa to Matadi. I can tell you, even for food security, it's an exciting moment. For business, for trade, for integration, it is actually going to be the strategic center of gravity for the African race. It is what we always have longed to have. It has come at a time we are alive. We must, all of us, leaders and all other people, make sure we legislate, make sure we come up with policies that facilitate actualization of East African community from Matadi to Mombasa. It is the best that can happen to the human race, especially the black race. It has come at a time we see the global empire is actually shaking. It is an opportunity that I'm looking forward to put, like the Baganda say, a tofali. We must all be happy that we are going to. Now, look at tourism, for example. You have the biggest collection of flora and fauna. It is in the Interlacustrine region, the Great Lakes region. It is here where we are. It is where the equator is. It is where the most fertile soils are. It is where the weather, climate is.
I have already put on alert my production team to rip off that statement, and we shall use it as the poem for the.
That would be great. So
the poem that supports the entry of Congo into the East African community, and he has really colorfully put it. And I saw the Honorable Babu shaking his head continuously in affirmation. I want to find out why you were shaking your head.
Oh, it's very simple. In 60 years since